My love for nature has expanded since I began spending a lot of personal time witnessing the wonders, richness and empathy found in the natural green spaces. Ever since I was a child barefoot among the vastness of the outdoors with my grandparents, I have had countless beautiful and honoring experiences in nature. Beyond my own wild wanderings, I have also been impacted positively by studying the philosophies of ecopsychology through an online educational project and degree called Project Nature Connect, www.projectnatureconnect.org. This study of ecopsychology encouraged me to further explore the ways that we are a part of nature and not apart from it. It taught me that we, just like all of life in nature, are attracted by our senses to seek certain things we need for survival and to avoid things that are dangerous or hazard our survival. I came to embody the belief of ecopsychology that we have many means of discerning what we are attracted to and what we are not, and that these means extend beyond the 5 senses we have been taught in school. In fact, the philosophy suggests that to know our environment intuitively we have many more senses, including our ability to sense the passage of seasons, atmospheric pressures and the sense of community, to name a few. It seems clear to me that acknowledging just how sensitive our physical systems are to external environments gives us an advanced understanding of how we were built to survive and thrive in a natural environment, even if we are independently apart from other human beings. The study of ecopsychology also incorporates the idea that we have the capacity to respect all other many varied forms of physical life and manifestation of energy we encounter, just as we would respect other people. As part of the philosophy of ecopsychology, to consider whether our intentions and behaviors will be welcomed by other forms of life we encounter when we spend time in nature. This is sort of like how we knock and ask for permission to come into someone's home, and in doing so we also consider what behaviors the person likes and permits in their home. The philosophies of ecopsychology challenge us to consider how separate we are from nature as a human culture and society, and therefore we forget how to interact respectfully, sensitively, compassionately and empathetically towards certain forms of life. We might figure that since we are apart and do not understand the hurt or hear the joys of other manifestations of energy on this plant, we do not have to consider our actions and behaviors. For example, it might take some practice to begin gentle and mindful when in the middle of the act of considering whether a flower wants to be picked or not before we cut off parts of a plant. These types of practices and considerations come over time as we consistently try to train ourselves to behave in new and more mindful ways. Yet, even if we can curb our habits slightly, we honor other forms of life even in those slight moments of recognition, and that advances our compassion and empathy and equates to greater healing among all of us. There is also a sense of liberation built into the study of ecopsychology. Through these studies we are given the opportunity to listen to our own attractions while in nature and to follow and abide by our own intuitive callings mindfully. This means that we learn from our own experiences rather than gleaning knowledge only from our textbooks or the lessons others have taught us. Being encouraged to explore and define for ourselves what we are attracted to doing versus what we think we ought to do as a part of a human cultural norm really allows us to gain an understanding that in addition to being humans, we also can cherish cultivating our personal realities and experiences more directly through more satisfyingly engaging means. Ecopsychology is the type of study that is so deep and rich that I can't even begin to delve into all its philosophies in such a short space, but these varied ideas have shaped who I am as a person, and they have shaped my sense of the beauty way. It is clear to me that I want to spend more time mindfully engaged in nature as a part of my lifelong journey, and I also feel threatened in some ways by the thought of human development decimating these beautiful spaces apart from human society's rules and regulations. Below I share with you what I call Earth Prayers that will give you a taste of what it feels like to explore nature more intuitively and interactively while seeking help for concerns that you may be having. It is a beautiful practice that I engage in often, and I consider a meaningful part of discerning answers along my own personal life path. I am offering this practice to you in case you find that this and other ecopsychology experiences help you to define the beauty way for yourself too.